Show.
Let's give the secret sound a run here. Let's pull Rhonda in Florida. Hey, Rhonda, how are you this morning?
Good. You guys?
We're pretty good. Sorry, it's not called the secret sound. That's what the rich people call
Yeah.
theirs.
It's
called-
We call ours,
What's that racket?
Okay, I'm going to play you a sound. This game is taken from other radio stations where they do secret sound, and they offer $1,000.
Wow.
We don't have that money. We're now up to $12. So if you can name this, Rhonda, you'll win $12. Ooh. All right, play the sound, please. All right, Rhonda, you've heard it many times. What's that racket?
A goat?
Ooh, a goat.
Come on.
Good guess.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It really did. I never even thought a goat, but it sounds like a goat.
A lot of the guesses have been a bunch of birds, a crazy baby, a woman sneezing, a fox, a dolphin, my ex-wife, I'm Todd Chrisley, hyena. He's not married anymore to her?
No,
It's a different one.
It must be a different one, or he was making a joke.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he's very married.
Yeah, I thought so too. It's not a goat. Rhonda, I'm sorry, but better luck next time, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, see you later. Hey, coming in next as our guest co-host today, WWE Hall of Fame wrestler Jeff Jarrett. Double J Jeff Jarrett, who I used to watch as a kid. Crazy he's going to be up here. And,
You geeking out a little bit?
well, for some reason, we have a microphone set up on the stage in the studio.
Yeah, he's going to power drive you.
Well, I don't know that I've agreed to that, but he's coming in next. He said he's bringing in some stuff. I don't know what he's bringing in, so we'll see what happens there. We'll give you another shot Monday to win that secret sound game.
Which on Monday it'll be
$13.
Oh,
Wow.
Should we go up $5, or is it funny just to
No,
stay
I
at
like the
one?
one.
I like the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't want to get too rich.
Yeah,
No.
come on, man. It's
We don't want to
crazy.
flex our money too hard.
That sounds really hard. You can go up really high if you do it $5.
Yeah. All right, Jeff Jarrett's coming in, WWE Hall of Famer. That is next.
The morning show's official YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Bobby Bones Show, and subscribe today. Bobby Bones.
This is his official ring music and his official announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio. 12-time World Heavyweight Champion, 6-time Intercontinental Champion, WWE Hall of Fame wrestler, Double J, Jeff Jarrett. I know you can't hear it, but your ring music's on. You have no idea how hyped the crowd is right now, Jeff. Now you hear it.
Good morning, Bobby.
Good morning. Hey, good to see you, man.
Good to see you. I heard you were playing that theme, and I've had like 3 or 4 theme musics in my career. That's the worst.
Oh, it is.
I'm kidding. Oh,
What's the best one?
Oh, I don't know. Gosh, that's a tough one. My World that I used.
Miley Cyrus? No, not the same.
Good.
Jeff's dressed up. You look good, by the way.
Well, you know, I've been around the business a while, so the days of showing up at morning radio, not ready for TV, are in my rearview mirror. So
and that's a great thing. Yeah, that's
showing
thinking
respect
ahead.
to you. This isn't some small AM in Hot Springs.
You know what? That's where I'm from.
I know that.
Oh, how about that? Amy saw you, though, and she goes, I thought he'd be in tights. We're like, Amy.
Sorry, I don't know much about wrestling at all, but when I saw you in like a button down and a blazer or sports coat, I was like, wait, what? Where's his outfit?
Well, I brought show and tell.
Yeah, I see that belt.
Steve told me, get ready. And
What is that belt?
yeah,
crazy.
you know what? This morning, my wife was going, what are you doing? What are you actually? I said, it's show and tell at the Bobby Bone Show.
Yeah, it is. We love show and tell.
Well, I was told to bring some good show and tell pieces. That's the Intercontinental title from back in the day in the 90s. So I was going to get the WCW World Belt, but it was too high up in my room. I'm like, look, it's 5:15 in the morning. I'm not going to grab it.
If you win a championship, you get to keep the belt, or do you have to buy the belt? Or do you just kind of keep it and go, I don't know where it is?
Yeah, one of those. There's always more than one belt. There's on road cases because different shows and all that. And a lot of times you just end up with one in your bag and it didn't make it back to the arena. So.
And they'll never come, hey, Jeff, where's that?
Some people do. That one they didn't.
How much do we feel like that's worth? Not for
a collector?
Not for sentimental reasons, but just in like, if
Oh,
someone were to
gosh.
like melt it down.
I don't know. Yeah, you talking about $5,000, $3,000 to $5,000.
Ooh, that's gold. That's real gold.
No, it's just the plates and the time and that kind of stuff. I'm sure the materials are not $3,000. I'm not saying they're jewels and all that kind of stuff. No, it's just the craftsmanship, the IP that goes along with it.
Well, Jeff Jarrett is here, WWE Hall of Fame wrestler, which I think I watched you back in the WCW more than I did WWE. Like I was really a wrestling guy back when you were in WCW.
Late 90s, right?
Late 90s. I'm 39 years old, so that was right in my vibe.
Yes.
My question was, if there was somebody you really didn't like in real life, not wrestling life, but in real life, and you had to wrestle them, would you take it a little rougher on them?
It's somewhat take it a little rougher. Not really. It's what we do for a living. So you always you got to come to work and put the work in and do what you got to do. But no, that doesn't get you much longevity because there's always the next night that you can be on the other end of that roughness.
Amy, you ever wanted to ask a professional wrestler a question?
She doesn't follow wrestling. Look at her.
That's why I want to know what she would want to know.
Oh, okay.
I guess well, I mean, when I see the wrestling, to me it looks like very real. But I learned later in life, are you acting? Are you like you're an entertainer? I get that, but I always thought, like for me, since I know nothing, like Hulk Hogan, for example, if I would see him, I thought he was literally like pinning someone or down and doing stuff. But it's just like if you're in a chokehold, are you really being choked?
We are called sports entertainers.
Okay.
So that might help you out. So what we do is very, very physical. It's like nothing else to me. We don't have seasons like football, basketball, baseball. We don't have, like in the music business, go out on tour and then you're home for the winter. We're 52 weeks a year. It's an incredible grind all over the world. We don't have it's just such a unique. We come back. We come from, back in the early 1900s. It was based out of the carnival, so it's like a traveling carnival show now that has blossomed into this global spectacle. That's We got WrestleMania next month, and it's one of the biggest pop culture events in the world. So it has really come a long way, but it's very, very physical. But we don't call it fake; we call it scripted entertainment.
Sorry, yeah.
No, that's good.
Scripted.
No. You asked a very poignant question.
If you had too many cinnamon rolls, would you see it when you're out? Could you see it on yourself and be like, Jeff, don't worry about it. You look great. But you're like, I don't know. I don't feel like I should go out there today.
Listen, you're 39. Just give it a couple of more years. When that metabolism slows down, it is a whole different ballgame. But yes, you got to stay in shape. That's another thing, a part of our job that NFL guys, they get beat up on Sundays, but they have 6 days to prepare and 6 days to recuperate. We're 4 or 5 nights a week. So it's just a whole different mindset. So yes, you want to stay very, very healthy conscious, not only your diet, but training, working out, stretching, sleeping.
Sleeping, that's a big one.
It's a huge one that I learned later in life.
Yeah, I was about to say, you probably didn't know about the sleep in the 90s.
Exactly.
You and Toby Keith buds?
We are. Oh, good old Toby. Yeah, he was actually on, we met years ago, and he was on one of my first shows when I started TNA, right when not American Soldier, Angry American came out. But anyway, cool little story. We had him booked months before to be on our first show. And after he got booked on our show and we'd planned and all that, he got invited to the White House. So one of the claim to fame is he chose a wrestling show over going to the White House, sing at the White House. But no, me and Toby are good buds.
What about you and John Rich from Big and Rich buds?
We are. Me and John crossed paths, 15 years ago. And we've always really had great conversation. Just, John's a lightning rod. He just got a new show called In the Pursuit of Happiness. I just did an interview with him. But yeah, me and John, we go way back as well.
So with someone like John Rich or Toby Keith, since y'all are buddies, are they ever y'all are hanging out and they're ever like, dude, just do that move on me?
After a few drinks, everyone have
come
moves
on,
done to them?
Let's wrestle real quick.
If it got real late back in the day. But no,
Okay.
Toby and me actually went around the ring. He suplexed me one time, and we used it for a video clip for wrestling, and then he used it as a part of his montage video clip opening on his tour for several years. So good stuff.
WWE Hall of Fame wrestler Jeff Jarrett is in studio. You also, because I was looking at your Instagram, you do a lot of work with Leukemia Lymphoma Society.
I do. Just launched this just 2 weeks ago, a week or so ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you were on a board. What is your why, and then what is your job with them?
So we just here locally here in Nashville or Middle Tennessee, the Man and Woman of the Year. It's to create raise funds, create awareness about LLS. But Roman Reigns, who is the top dog at WWE, he's got it in remission. But then also my father-in-law, he got it back when, 1983, basically a death sentence several times over. And then he had a bone marrow transplant. I believe, and we believe, and there's probably up there debatable, but he may be the oldest living bone marrow transplant in the States. Yeah, 92, way back. So that's sort of how I got connected. They reached out to me. They're having a campaign, Man and Woman of the Year, but I'm the ambassador of that, and just really to create awareness. And it kicked off, and we've got a Nashville Sounds game coming up, and NXT, WWE NXT at the end of this month that we're doing. We've got 3 or 4 events, but it's got about a 90-day campaign. So yes, it's near and dear to my heart.
How would people find out about this?
The easy one is at LLS Tennessee, all social media. Instagram, Twitter, that's the easiest.
Jeff Jarrett is here. And so you have the belt, you have a guitar. Now let me ask a question about this. I don't know, because I used to watch you take this guitar and beat it over people's heads.
Here we go.
Are these collapsible guitars?
Oh my gosh, I have to Google this.
Well, he would come out back in the day and he'd take the guitar and boom.
Amy, what are you Googling over there? What'd you put in as search words?
That was just my password to get into my computer. Hold, please.
Did you have to have them specially built?
Amy, let me ask you something. Do you know Beetlejuice from Howard Stern fame?
No.
I do. I'm a big Howard Stern fan.
Google that one. I hit Beetlejuice.
Oh,
with the
you
guitar.
did? Okay. I don't want to ruin the magic. I was just asking to see what.
No. Of course.
Oh my gosh, is that you?
Oh, here we go. But Bobby, no. To answer your question, if you have picked up the guitar, if you really smash that over the head, those aren't going to shatter. So let's just say it's All part of sports entertainment.
Amy, what are you looking at and laughing so hard?
I'm not laughing. I mean, oh my gosh, he did. I don't know Beetlejuice, but little
He's
guy.
a big man. Oh, he's huge. 6'8" guy.
That's not Beetlejuice, Amy.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
I'm kidding, Amy. You're
Oh, okay. I was like, watching the wrong thing. But first of all, what year was that? I mean, because you.
99.
Oh, and also you have clothes on, so I can't tell. But like, you're very like I wasn't expecting. I don't know.
What? Say what you're thinking, Amy. Amy's covering her face because she's embarrassed, Jeff, that you're so ripped.
You're older. No.
So now that's
Oh,
a
my
back I'm older. Wow.
That's not what I mean. I guess.
Jeff,
Wait till
No,
Karen
no.
gets down here.
Pull
and
up some
gets you.
pictures of her like 15 years ago.
No,
Like,
I know.
can't believe it. You're
I know.
older.
And yes, that would be fine. That's not what I mean. I just mean like right now, your look, your vibe, everything you're giving off to me right now is not this guy climbing rope and like
Bobby,
beating people up.
She is not a wrestler.
She's new. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's okay.
She's definitely new.
So like right now, you just got hit in the junk, like, and you look like to be in excruciating pain, but that's just he's not really hitting you.
Amy's amazed at wrestling in general. It's not even a joke. She's
I'm
like,
like
wait,
a
so they pick each other up and slam each other? What is this? All right, listen, WWE Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett is here. I have a bunch of stuff that I've always wanted to ask a wrestler.
Let's do it.
So we're going to do that coming up. Ray, let's just hop out and we'll come back in a second. If you guys want to get on the phone, 877-77-Bobby. Do you sing?
Yes, anybody can sing. The question is, do you sing good?
How well do you sing? You ever try to be because that was your thing.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I love to sing, actually. But I don't think it's like a starving artist.
You're still starving.
Yeah, I took the path of making some money. So
We'll come back with Jeff Jarrett next.
Bobby Bones.
What?
Bone Show.
In studio with WWE Hall of Fame wrestler Jeff Jarrett, who I was a big fan of. We were kind of talking about the 90s during the break there. But I have some questions I always wanted to ask you about.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Jeff?
Here we go.
These are easy. They're not like, these are just like me being curious. Have you ever messed up and called a wrestler by their real name on TV and not their wrestling name?
It doesn't come to mind, no.
Like Sting, you'll be like, "What up, Steve?" "Oh, golly, I mean Sting."
No, because a lot of times that I call Sting Stinger, or I call Kevin Nash Big Daddy. It just depends on. No, the short answer is no. I don't recall that I did that.
During the break, Amy was telling you that you look like a salesperson, which I don't know if that's a
Oh my
compliment or not.
gosh, it is. It's not bad. Everything I'm saying, you're taking negatively.
I didn't say it was negative.
If anything, I was so impressed with how
I'm in sales. Oh.
how he is underneath his outfit. It's like Superman, you know?
Yeah.
You're in your business suit and then you
Go in the phone booth
and you come out in your flashy little shorts.
So what do people say when they find out, Jeff, that you are a professional wrestler? Like if they just meet you and they don't know the history and they're like, "Wait, you're what?" Well, what's usually their reaction?
Oh wow, that's but sort of like Amy. Really, you really did that? What's really interesting to me is that I'll be doing appearances and there'll be a guy, my age, 40s, 50s years old, come up, hey, and they'll know all this, and then they'll introduce me to their son, who's 11 years old, who, there's no way they know who Jeff Jarrett is. Yeah, remember when you wrestled Razor Ramon or Scott Steiner or Goldberg? Yeah, I'm like, how do you know that? And the kids today with YouTube, and the WWE Network, how they can research and they know the history. That sort of freaks me out sometimes.
Did you ever meet Andre the Giant?
I did as a little boy. He came working to this territory for my father, but I never. I wasn't working for the WWF at the time when he made his final runs.
Pretty big, huh?
Huge.
Yeah. Something I talk about sometimes, I'll go do theaters and do stand-up, and you walk out, and on stage, you're the belle of the ball, and everybody's like, yeah, and you're laughing, and then you go back to your hotel room, and you're alone watching TV. And it's like just this juxtaposition of, and then, nah. And it's like back-to-back. Was that what being a wrestler was like, where you're out, you're just celebrated by hundreds of thousands of people, and then all of a sudden 2 hours later, you're back in your hotel room going, man, if people only knew.
Oh, for sure. And the thing about us is that we're on to the next town. So you get out of the ring and you're, it's very physical. So your blood's pumping, your adrenaline's pumping. You have that huge dump, and then an hour later you're at Waffle House with 4 guys, and then 2 hours after that you've been driving 150 miles, and then you get to a hotel, and this is back in the day. Oh, we don't have a reservation. Okay, there's 4 to a room. Wow,
Oh, man.
Welcome to the big time.
Oh,
Cots
wow.
and floors, and so that, yes, I've experienced that quite a bit back in the day.
Is the ring springy like a trampoline?
People when they get in the ring, a lot of people will say, "I didn't realize how hard it was," because you can't. You try to walk very fast on a trampoline, you can't do it. So it does have some give to it, but it's much harder than folks. Just because there's 4 to 6 guys, sometimes it's built. You got to have sometimes 10, 15 guys in there. So too much spring, it doesn't work. So it's not as springy as you would think.
If you look back at your career, what was your best win? Like you were number one. Here it is, kids. I get to talk about one match. Who did you beat? What was it?
Gosh, wins in our business. The bad guys. Sometimes my biggest matches, or most famous matches, or best matches, are when I got beat. So,
Okay, what's your favorite match? What is that?
oh man, I've had a few. I've had a few with Shawn Michaels.
Was he Heartbreak Kid, or was it when he was back in?
Oh, he was the heartbreak. He's always been the heartbreak
Yeah,
kid.
yeah,
But no, Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle. I've had matches, Flair, and God, long list. But Shawn would probably have to be right up there at the top.
Okay,
like
question.
slowly, like the fanboy is seeping out of me.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to play it cool,
And then
all of a sudden I'm like, okay, a turnbuckle. Amy, go ahead.
Okay, well, when you say Bobby was asking about your favorite win, and you're like, well, in our business, but since it's sports entertainment, do you know going in who's going to win that night, or are you not allowed to say that?
You know what, Amy? You don't.
You don't know? You don't know? Oh, because that you were scripted.
But that's the only thing we don't script. It's literally the only thing we don't script.
Oh.
Amy, bless your heart. I absolutely love having you in studio.
Okay, thank you. I love having you here too.
Easter Bunny's coming up. He's going to be there. Christmas is coming. St. Nick will be around.
Mm-hmm.
They just guess when they're in the ring, Amy.
No, is he saying for real?
They do rock, paper, scissors.
No, I know.
Halfway
y'all.
through the ring.
So y'all are just messing with me. Y'all know. They know.
What do you think?
Amy, think about
I
it.
mean,
think?
I think they know, but I don't.
Amy,
I
look
don't.
at me. Have I ever lied to you?
You just did.
No.
You said you didn't know.
Know what?
You didn't know who was going to win.
We don't.
Okay.
Who tells you?
Okay, you're lying again.
Well,
I believe you. I believe people. So now I believe you.
Will they at times switch it up right before the match and go like, you know what? We didn't like how this.
Yeah, absolutely. That's. I think if you have to drill it down to, what do you really love about our business is that you get to go out and perform live. It's a different audience every night. I've done a few movies or TV shows, and it's take and cut and take and cut, and you sit around all day to shoot one scene. In our business, you go out, and if you're in Madison Square Garden one night, the audience is one day. You go to the Staples Center in Los Angeles or wherever. It's just a different audience. But as far as the creative process goes, it can turn on a dime. Literally, before you go through the curtain, hey, let's do this.
If you're in a hold, let's say you're locked up with somebody. Will you guys ever be like, hey, did you see that show the other night on Fox? Did you watch American Idol? Kelly Clark. Will you guys, if you're working so much, because sometimes, like Amy and I can be having a conversation on the air, talking to millions of people, but we can also be writing a note
100%.
going, hey, your shoes are not cute today. But we can do two things at once because we're so comfortable.
Yes.
Would you guys do that?
If you have a big pay-per-view match or TV and you got so many different things going on, you got to hit everything right. Not so much, but we call them non-televised matches, and when you're out and you're having fun and it's real spontaneous and you see a rabid 78-year-old grandmother on the third row, you say, hey, look right behind you. I mean, just you can have those spontaneous moments that are a lot of fun, yes.
WWE Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett is here. What's the guitar? Is that one you want to break on somebody?
No.
Do those cost a bunch of money, though, the ones you break? Because when artist friends of mine will slam their guitars, I'm like, what? Or give them away. I'm like, what are you thinking?
Yes. So there's all we'll call them the prop guitars.
Yeah.
Yes, they can run very high. That's a guitar for show and tell that we sell as a piece of merchandise. Back in the day, it was back when you went probably it was 8x10s and maybe some T-shirts. Now the licensing of our industry is unbelievable. Replica belts, guitars, leather jackets, lunch boxes. I mean, the licensing program in WWE is mind-boggling.
How much would you sell that guitar for at a store?
You mean
or a shop? Yeah, like
for that guitar,
like for your guitar.
That one right there is $199.
If I were to give you $199, would you break that one on Eddie's back?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, okay, great.
A real one?
No.
Can I pay you
$199
$199 and I'll get Eddie?
Jeff Jarrett is here. We're going to come back. We have another segment with Jeff coming up in a second.
One more?
Yeah, we haven't, unless you're done.
No,
you tired?
You're not throwing me out of here. How come I don't get? Those are just guests, right? I'm actually part of the team.
You're part of the
today.
show, yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, we put guests in
Who
the
would have
guest.
thought?
Like you can go sit in the guest chair if you want.
I'm kidding.
You're one of us today.
And I like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's an honor. It truly is.
And when someone comes in the show, we're just so interested in their lives. So and Amy's watching YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good looking back in the day, huh?
Yeah.
Nothing to swat at now, Jeff. But come on. How long you been married?
2010. So coming up on 10 years.
I saw, 10 years. Where'd you meet this wife?
Through our industry.
At
She
a ring?
wrestles?
Amy, Google right now. Karen Jarrett.
Okay. Sorry.
No, she doesn't. She was a valet, if you will, personality. And
What was her name before it was Karen Jarrett?
Karen Angle. That was Kurt Angle's first wife.
So I guess there's kind of a bond, like what each other are going through when you're wrestling and on the road all the time. Is there that?
Oh, sure. And we traveled around the world together. lots and times to Mexico. They didn't like me down there for some reason. But she went down there. So, yeah, we've worked together quite a bit.
Jeff Jarrett is here. We have Tell Me Something Good coming up and more with Jeff in just 1 second. Let's talk about this.
Tell me something good.
Show.
In studio with Jeff Jarrett, WWE Hall of Fame wrestler, 12-time world heavyweight champion, 6-time intercontinental champion.
Who's getting the figure 4?
Well, not me.
Oh.
Jeff, I'm getting older.
Oh, stop
I'm not
it.
bouncing.
You're 39.
I'm not bouncing back like I used to.
Oh, kid, I don't want to hear that.
I did wear the belt during the break. I did a promo where I talked garbage to Eddie.
See that on Instagram soon.
Pretty good.
And
huh?
Eddie was like acting like he was filming it, and he wasn't.
It was a picture.
What was the name of your finisher?
Oh, that was called the bone. I give you the bone. Come here and take the bone. No one ever wanted to take the bone.
That's your finishing move?
Yeah, and then when I got, when I elevated my status, it was called the super bone.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. And I was like, come on,
He's got
baby,
it.
take the super bone.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants a super bone, though.
Do you hear your co-host
I
here?
hear him. Yeah.
And
Do
then
you hear the lead?
sometimes they would get extremely boned, and it just never ended well. Like it hurt me
Stop.
to do that finishing.
He's going back to his early days in radio.
Here's the thing, Jeff. I'll tell you a real story. When I was in 7th grade, we were wrestling in off-season football. And I was very small, but I definitely wouldn't take any crap. I would wrestle anyone.
Yep.
And so that we was wrestling another dude, and my shorts ripped open, and I didn't know it, and my wiener came out, and I didn't know it, and I kept wrestling, and I was humiliated because they called me T-Bone until I graduated high school, and it stayed, and it stunk. But I think that's my finisher now, the T-Bone. I've just talked myself back into it.
Here we go.
Yeah, it all comes back.
Is this story true?
It's
That
true.
is
It's in his
true.
book.
It is.
Yeah, that is true.
Are professional wrestling matches predetermined?
It depends who's in them.
So do I believe the T-Bone story?
Yeah, you should. Yes, that's real. But I'm getting here's the question. Some of the texters say, do wrestlers have to pay for their own travel and hotel?
That's not airfare, but some guys get there. It just depends on the routing. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
And you have a guitar. You brought that for us to see. You have a belt. Is there any move you could do to Eddie? We have like a minute. Any move you could do to Eddie?
You up for it?
Whatever you want.
Open hand
Whatever you
slap?
want.
No, I wouldn't do that. Figure 4?
Wait, but the slap though, like
Do the
the
figure
slap.
4.
Don't you hit your foot when you slap, like so it's louder?
Let's try it.
We only have 1 minute,
He
guys.
says, let's try
Let's
it.
do
All right,
it.
let's give it a
do
shot.
it. Come on, Eddie, just do it.
Oh my God.
Take your
show
headphones
kids
off, Eddie.
Can we do it over here?
Wait, Eddie, we literally have a minute and 20 seconds.
Come on.
Go, Eddie. Come on.
Jeff Jarrett and Eddie. Oh, he's taking off his jacket.
Oh, wow. Okay, now things are getting serious.
Lay
He's
down.
getting on the floor.
Eddie's on the floor. Oh, Jeff's going to put him in the figure 4. Oh, no. Get this. He's putting Eddie in the figure 4. Oh, no.
Eddie, relax.
Oh, no. Eddie's in the figure 4.
Oh.
Eddie, tap out. Tap out. Eddie's tapped out. Winner and
gosh.
13-time champion, Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, at least you didn't get super bone, dude. Okay, hey, Ray,
That kind of hurt, man.
let's come back with Jeff real quick on this side of this. And
He was telling Eddie, relax.
You're gonna relax when this dude's over you.
So stiff.
Eddie's getting his leg broken. He's like, dude, just chill.
Yeah, just relax.
Calm down. If you relax, it won't hurt.
The femur is ripping through the shin. Eddie, just chill, bud. We're all good. Jeff Jarrett is here. Our last guest host. We've had in some really incredible guest hosts that have brought in different slices of life. If you guys want to hit us up, you can. 877-77-BOBBY. Let's take about 15 seconds and we'll come back with Jeff Jarrett here on the Bobby Bone Show. WWE Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett is here. If you missed the segment a second ago, we put Eddie in the figure 4. Eddie,
great.
did it hurt?
Yeah, my knee hurts a little bit still. I mean, dude, I'm old. Like everything hurts on me, so I can feel like a little bit of pain in my knee.
You guys are talking like you're old. Well, how old are you?
40.
Oh, my God. You're a kid.
Yeah.
You are absolutely a kid.
We have 2 things we're going to do. Jeff's Tell Me Something Good, and then we're going to bring in a parting gift for Jeff Jarrett. Jeff, we do a segment called Tell Me Something Good, which we're going to put right here, which is you highlighting something cool that's happened around you or that you know of. Raymundo, we're going to hit this imaging clip first. Go ahead.
It's time for the good news.
All right, Jeff, you're up.
Wow. We've sort of already touched on it, but for me to get the opportunity, as much giving back. I believe life is certainly paradoxical. The more you give, the more you get. And I was the ambassador for the Salvation Army Rock the Red Kettle, the ringing of the kettles for the second year in a row back around the holiday season. And then I was asked to be the ambassador for the LLS, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. It's such a feel good. And for me to get the opportunity, again, we've talked about being on stage my whole career, and it's all about Jeff. Well, those days are over. So I like to give back as much as I possibly can.
Come on. It's awesome. Well, as a parting gift, who would you say was your biggest adversary, like rival?
Shawn Michaels?
He's here. I'm just kidding. He's not here. We set up a match now. Steve said this guy was a late rival of yours.
Oh, he sure. Oh, my man.
Who is that guy?
Elias.
Okay, so I'm late on Elias.
Yeah.
Who?
So Elias now, huge WWE superstar. He plays, he sings, he writes. He is, you remember my character, Double J. He's Double J 2020.
Oh, so he's music, fighting.
Yes. He's got such a cool vibe about him, sort of a drifter, sort of a Johnny Cash, sort of Bruce Springsteen. It's just a real cool vibe. So, yes.
Well,
Elias.
we all signed his action figure and gave it to you.
Look,
Makes no sense, but yeah.
Put it next to your
Somebody
championship
signed
belt.
right on his chest hairs. Yeah. That's
Oh,
that's nice.
Double J wore a cowboy hat?
He did.
No. Google With My Baby Tonight, Amy, and you can hear my voice.
Okay.
Go ahead. With My Baby Tonight, YouTube.
Got it.
Crank it up.
Here, just sing us a little bit of that. Come on, Jeff. Just give us a little bit.
Come on, Jeff.
Un poquito.
Come on.
I got to hear the spend my days working hard on the go when the hands on the clock keep spinning too slow. 'Cause I can't wait to be alone with my baby tonight.
There he is.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, you know, I promise you, I cannot thank you enough for having me on.
You know, we've been
Seriously,
here for
Bobby.
about an hour, and even spending time with you off during the breaks has been real cool. And getting to know
Yeah,
you
I
a little
love
bit.
it. Lynette, co-worker with my wife, Karen, go back to work. She's your biggest fan.
Lynette, thank you for listening. Appreciate that. There he is, Jeff Jarrett, WWE Hall of Famer.
Thank you,
Follow
guys.
him on Instagram and Twitter, real Jeff Jarrett, not fake Jeff Jarrett. We don't like that guy.
It's JEFF, JARRETT.
There you
Real
go.
Jeff Jarrett.
Real
Thanks, Bobby.
Jeff Jarrett. All right, there he is, Jeff Jarrett. All right, there we go. This is going to be a good one. We're going to do an 80s Joey Chestnut, the guy that eats all the hot dogs, competitive eater, he ate 32 Big Macs in 38 minutes. Dang. It's almost a Big Mac a minute. 32 Big Macs, period, is a lot in a day. You know what? In a month.
I started thinking if I can do like 3 in a day, that'd be a lot.
I would love for Netflix to do a documentary on not how much they eat, but like what their body does, how they train their body to do that. And honestly, not to be gross, but like the bathroom after that. Like what happens to their body? Does he just get sick? Does he poop it all out?
Yeah. Because it sounds normal. Like when you read stuff like this, like, oh yeah, Joey Chestnut, whatever, he does it all the time. Sounds normal. I wonder if his body just gets destroyed every time he does it.
Or does it get used to it? Or does his stomach stretch?
Well, that's what they have to do. They have to train their stomach to do that.
If you were to look at his stomach, would it be bigger because he's been eating so much over time? Because I know you guys probably look at like my biceps and go, that guy's been lifting.
Right. First thing we think.
Totally.
The model Ashley Graham was changing her baby in the middle of a store. What do you think about that?
I
she
guess
got some backlash online.
If she had nowhere else to go and her baby needed to be changed, like
it's like right in an aisle, like right on the edge of an aisle. Ashley Graham, it has nothing to do with breastfeeding in public, which is a lot of times what people will face. But she's being called out for changing her infant's diaper in the middle of a store instead of going into the bathroom or to the back of her car. She posted a picture of her and the child in the middle of an aisle or store as she changed the diaper. What do you think about that?
I don't know the whole story or why she would do that. I personally would try to find a bathroom or go to the back of my car, which I see other moms doing. Like I see it in the parking lot. They put them in the back seat, or if they have an SUV, put down the tailgate, change the diaper real quick, go back in. I'm just curious. Like I'm thinking in my mind there had to maybe not be a bathroom or something.
It looks like a Target or a Home Depot.
And
it's a Staples.
Oh, Staples.
So this is a bathroom.
It's right in the aisle of a Staples.
Interesting. I don't know.
I think if you want to breastfeed anybody, go to town.
Me too.
Baby's got to eat, and it's not hurting anybody else. A poopy baby though, smell could be poop.
Like
it's gross.
Germs.
Yeah, like poop is a bad germ. If you can get to a bathroom.
Yeah, it's funny. Yours is about the poop. Like it just smells or whatever. I think it's just weird. Like, and I've seen it happen, and I hate it. I'm just like, because your eye automatically goes like, oh my gosh, naked baby.
Like I would go, whatever you do in public at a store, you should be able to do at a restaurant. I would never want you to change a poopy baby at a restaurant.
Correct.
You can breastfeed all day.
Yeah,
everywhere.
and mine's not even about the naked baby. I'm with Bobby too. Like there's fecal matter.
Oh yeah, it's not the naked baby.
Like it's
I feel weird with the naked baby.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
Right, she's right in it, right in the middle of an aisle. If you can't get anywhere else, I get it. But, yeah, it's a weird picture. That she would even put that up.
Was it just like a selfie? She's like, here we are,
No,
aisle 10.
someone took a picture over in the aisle.
Oh, okay.
She said, blank just got real. First diaper blow up while in Staples. No restroom in sight. Thank God.
Oh, well, there you go. That's why she had to do it.
She's in a store.
But no restroom.
Like maybe literally she can't see one.
No restroom in sight.
Yeah. You know what song I love? I was listening to it yesterday. And most times when a new song is played over and over, it takes me a minute. But this Keith Urban song, this God Whispered Your Name, Raymundo, play me the hook of that song.
Then God whispered your name, and that's when everything changed. Love came out of the rain. Talk about being saved. Suddenly I won't live.
Have you heard this song?
I haven't. I like it though.
Yeah, it's really good. And I hear it all the time, and it's rare for a rate. Listen, I don't program the music on this show. Sometimes I'll play a song because my company's like, you're going to play something, but I don't program the music. And so that song came on, and I was like, wow, we're really hitting some new music here quickly. Sometimes it takes a long time for a song to build up. That Keith Urban song is good. I'm going to play that in a second. Because then God whispered your name, and then he whispered me your name.
Got a good groove to it.
I like it.
I think I see some listeners in the green room. Hi, guys. Did you guys win a contest or something? Come in the studio for a second.
I know. I didn't. They were taking video, and I looked back. I had something like in my tooth, and I was like picking at my mouth, and I looked back, and they were filming. I was like, hey.
Well, I didn't know they were coming in.
Don't mind me.
Come on in here for a second, guys. How are you guys? Come up to that microphone right there. So well, that's a really tall mic. Hold on one second. We'll get that adjusted for you. So sometimes listeners will do auctions or we'll do charity type things. Is that what you guys want?
Yes.
Yeah, like a charity thing. Mike, can you adjust our mic when you get that camera fixed? So where are you guys from?
Baltimore.
And how did you get here? What did you win?
It was something Amy was involved with, the Case Adoption Gala last April.
Mm-hmm.
We won that auction.
Awesome.
And so is it one of those where you raise your hand and you're like,
I wish that would have been a better story, but we did it online.
oh, okay, cool.
Yes.
And what is your name?
Allison.
Allison, you're from Baltimore?
Yes.
Have you guys ever been in Nashville before?
Yes.
Oh, you have? And what do you guys do when you're in town usually?
Well, we're going to go to Opryland and do the sound waves and just do a little shopping.
And how old are you?
13.
And is this your mom?
Yes.
Yeah, is she cool or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does she let you get on TikTok?
Yes.
You have a TikTok? Do you have rules? Do you have TikTok rules for you guys?
Yes.
What's the rules for you?
Well, a private account. And then I monitor because videos pop up sometimes. I'm not really sure about the content. So pretty vigilant about watching over what she's doing. But it's all the rage. So she loves TikTok.
You like to do the dances or you like to do funny stuff?
The dances.
Yeah,
She's
me
a
too.
dancer.
Oh, you're a real dancer?
Yeah.
Oh.
well, then I bet your videos are real good.
What are your favorite like TikTok songs? Do you have any?
Renegade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My
You-
daughter's 12. Her Renegade's her favorite, too.
Do you know how to do the renegade?
Renegade.
Yes.
Dang. Didn't someone like steal that girl's dance and then she got to go out and be like, I made this dance up? Like, what was that about? Do you know?
No.
Just people were doing it and claiming it? And what grade are you in at 13?
7th.
And how's that going for you?
Good.
What's the coolest thing about 7th grade?
My teachers are really nice.
What do you want to be when you finish school?
An interior designer.
Do you,
wow.
Do you know anybody that's an interior designer
No.
that would could teach you how to do it? Not you. And why would you want to be an interior designer?
Because I like watching the TV shows.
Okay. You know what? That's a good point.
Like on HGTV
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah. And so, Mom, what do you do?
I'm in sales for Cisco Systems.
Like computer stuff?
Yes.
You're pretty smart.
Yes.
She- Well, I'm super happy you guys got to come up to the studio today.
ThanI'm for having us.
And I'm going to play, hey, let's play this Keith Urban song and we'll take some pictures with them and say what up off the air. Here is Keith Urban, God Whispered Your Name, here on The Bobby Bones Show.